Fill her up.
You're listening to the Gas Digital Network.
My name is Godfrey.
Godfrey's style is immensely strong and immune to nearly any weapon. It's properly used, it's almost invincible.
Another episode of In Godfrey We Trust. What up, everybody? You know how we do. Yeah, son. You know what I'm saying? We're back Tuesday. Yeah, we started on a pretty decent time this time, you know what I'm saying? Because the Lyft and the Uber prices weren't airport prices, the motherfuckers. Soon as there's a raindrop, $75. It was 10, but the rain drop. It was raining. The rain come down, and then I have to charge because wet. Everything wet, everywhere, drop of rain. $75 $75 surge, yes. It's wet now, so we have water tax, we have weather tax, slippery tax, got a lot of taxes. So that's all the letter taxes. So, brother, listen, it's not my fault. It is, I have to charge like that for driving in wet, water. Then if the water freeze, then ice tax. Then there's windy tax. Yeah, I know I'm using that accent, but a lot of them drive that shit. I don't give a fuck. Nobody say. Everybody drives. Latinos drive it. Hey, my friend, I'm sorry. The way outside is demasiado. The agua is not good. So when I drive in like that, I might, get an accident. I can't do that. So I need a little extra money just in case I get hurt, go to the hospital. So I don't want to do that. So and so you got a little tax like that. You got the different tanks. You got the rain tank. You got the mucho mojado demasiado. So, it's what it is. It's muy expensive. Well, you have to pay. The way you go, you have to go somewhere unless you walk into the place or take the train. I don't know. But yeah, man, we back in this bitch. It's July 1st. July 1st. Time is flying, my friends. Time is flying. July 1st. That's the birthday month. That's mine. That's Bill Cosby's. That's George Wallace's. That's, it was Robin Williams. It was Don, all the July people, man.
What's your birthday? What day?
July 21st.
All right.
That's George Wallace. That's John Lovitz. That's Steve Byrne. That's Kareem Green. That's a lot of motherfuckers on July 21st, everybody. Just want to let you know that. But in the building, we got my man Dante Nero. You just saw him. You just fucking saw him. Jesus.
What's two of us?
Two of us? There's two Dantes. What the fuck is going on?
It's a before and an after.
Oh, shit. Dante's trying to get back to...
Who is a hard road?
It's a hard road. You on some bullshit, though.
Nah, son. Stop, nigga. You know I was...
Dante's trying to get to this again at some point. You knew him when he was in shape.
Yeah.
Yeah. He's like this. Yeah. Woo, boy.
I'm 59.
No, I don't matter. Don't give me that fucking excuse.
Fuck you, I'm 59.
Nope. There are motherfuckers in the 80s that ripped. There's no excuse. That's the fucked up thing. When you see them elderly motherfuckers ripped at the muscle contest, no excuses. None.
Yeah, niggas don't do nothing but push-ups in the park all day.
No. There's motherfuckers with one leg, prosthetic leg. They competing. There's fucking... When I saw a cerebral palsy dude lift the weights, I was like, oh, Dante has no excuse. Do you see the cerebral palsy motherfucker muscled up?
I do.
And he has muscle problems.
The nigga only does curls.
No, he does not. That motherfucker was...
That's crazy.
Yo, that's fucked up. You going to hell? You going to hell in a? See, that's the dude. That
That's 3 plates.
No, motherfuckers, look at him.
That's 3
cerebral
plates.
palsy. Yo, son, you ain't got no excuse, son. He has no reason being in the gym.
If I do 3 plates, you better jump around. I'm gonna jump on you just like that.
Yeah, no, you're not.
I'm gonna jump right in your lap. And I'm wearing black dress socks too.
What the fuck?
Skin tubes.
This is the first time this man has been here. They call him the Punisher. Yeah. Is that what your name is? The Punisher. I thought it was this from the Marvel comics. I go, you mean the dude that played Punisher? No, you are the Punisher. Welcome to In Godfrey We Trust, my friend, Punisher. So he said, you have to come on the show because you have a lot of information, Punisher. Why do they call you the Punisher, sir? You look like you fuck people up. But why did they call you the Punisher, man?
Man, I don't got no fancy story for you, man. I got the name playing basketball on West 4th Street.
Oh, playing basketball on what? Oh, the little cage at the cage?
Yeah, I used to hoop at the cage,
I used to watch, like, when I first moved here from Chicago, I used to go downtown to the cage and watch motherfuckers argue for 3 hours over one foul.
Yeah.
They'd be like, no, I'm right here. You got, and one, son. It was like they would argue for a good 20 minutes on this one foul.
Yeah, no, that's a regular, man. Whole park stop, game stop.
The game stop, bullshit.
Yeah.
And there was always one dude, I don't know, were you playing like late 90s, early?
Yep, exactly.
And so it would be one dude that would joke on everybody, that ugly, crazy looking motherfucker.
Gary.
That motherfucker was funny shit. What? He would murder it, right? He'd be like, I know you ain't talking shit, looking like a motherfucker, you bum ass nigga, and have everybody rolling. Because I would come in the afternoons, just watching in the fence and shit. And then there was the dude with the turban, dude. Then there was a
That's Sherm.
Sherm?
Yeah, Sherm.
He with the green eyes or some
Sherm
shit.
Ice.
Yeah.
There you go, Sherm
Yeah,
Ice.
he would always he was the arguer.
Yeah.
This motherfucker was like, no, fuck you. It'd be 20 minutes. And guys would be like, why don't you get on with the game? Man, shut the fuck up. It was like, it'd be 1-1. And it's 3 hours. They have not scored a point.
1-1. 1-1.
You guys could ball, though.
Yeah, it's accurate. That was accurate, bro.
I was accurate, right? Because that was the cage. Because I used to hear about the cage, in Chicago, the cage. Oh, shit. Then I was like, oh, this is the fucking cage. And then there'll be a dude on the mic. Yo, you guys had little tournaments.
Yeah.
He'd be like, yo, my man. He passed it to my man right there. He didn't know the names of the motherfuckers. Yo, my man. Oh, shit. My man, number 25. Yeah, pass it to 10. What's that nigga name? Yeah, 10. Oh, shit. Yeah. I was there I would go every weekend.
Yeah. It was entertainment. And the reason why they argued so long is the list would be 20 people long. So if you lost, that was it. You might not play again.
Oh, so you just you extended the shit.
Yeah, so you had to fight for every foul call,
point.
every whatever, because if your team lost, that's it. You might as well go home.
Oh, wow. It was like the
Did you play tournament? You play West 4th tournament?
I used to only play the arguing
regular
street ball.
It was like
pickup.
the mini rucker, just like a mini rucker, kind of, sort of.
There you go.
Yeah, but the rucker. I lived like how many blocks? But I was on 148th and Frederick Douglass. I could walk there to the rucker, man. That shit was it wasn't as heavy as that, but it was fun to watch that shit. So you were punished because you could dunk, or you was killing motherfuckers?
The same thing. Like I was on some. I could dunk. I got busy, bro. Like if you could go down there and ask them.
There. Oof.
Yeah. But it was dangerous because everything was fouls.
They'll kill you.
Yeah,
Low bridge.
It's low bridge. You're enclosed in that gate. Yeah, you can get fucked up in there.
Yeah, it was serious. It was serious hooping, right?
Serious hooping. Oh, I thought it was because they called you the Punisher because you stripped with him.
So the thing is, the dude who originally started me out, actually the first person.
You were a stripper too?
Yeah.
Oh shit! Okay,
Yeah, I told you we worked together. He was like,
because he said the Punisher. I'm thinking hoops. I'm like, I thought he stripped with your ass.
No, he was like my dude. Like,
yeah. So when I got into stripping, it was Silk, right?
Oh, yeah,
so
yeah.
I used to hoop with a dude named Silk that was a
Silk,
stripper.
the actor.
no.
Silk. Remember
was the stripper.
Silk from White Man Can't Jump?
Yeah. Silk the stripper.
Yeah, Silk the stripper. Yeah.
Silk the stripper. Okay, there was
Yeah.
Silk who was the ball. Remember
Yeah, I
White
know
Man
you
Can't
do.
Jump?
Yeah.
The scene where he goes, "Hey man, this is my lot. I take my lot seriously, man. Ain't nobody getting on this lot." That guy?
Yeah.
No,
not
it wasn't
him.
that
It was
guy.
a
Nah.
stripper.
Yeah, it was a stripper. But so when he introduced me to the game, he was used to referring to me as Punisher from hooping.
Oh, okay.
So I just carried it over.
Oh, I thought you was slamming bitches on the ground and shit. Like, you was like, yeah, bam, what? Yeah, I thought, did you want entertainment? Punishes. I thought you was
Nobody
smashing.
slams.
I thought you was slamming hoes and
It's
shit.
not good for business.
Yeah.
In my head, I was like, dude, this motherfucker be like elbowing bitches like this. Fuck out of here.
Punish the pussy.
That's what I thought. Oh, okay, cool, man. But your purpose coming on this on the podcast was
he was my man from back in the days, and he always a good dude. Mm-hmm. Always a good dude. We ran into each other a while ago doing comedy, and we reconnected. And he was just one of those dudes who was just always a good dude,
right?
Like just like built like us, from our fabric. And when I met him, he was just. He's younger than me, but he was like just a good dude.
Yeah.
And you in the business trying to navigate it. And I was, doing a little something. You know what I mean? I was doing my thing.
Dirt.
Nah, he downplaying it, bro. He was literally like the Michael Jordan of the stripper game, bro.
That's
Yeah, he was high level, yo.
High level stripping. There's high level stripping.
Yeah. Well, you had
what's the low level strip?
Well, you had boroughs. It was broken down by boroughs.
Oh, there was borough battles.
If you worked in one borough, you couldn't work in the other. But there was like 4 or 5 guys that could work all boroughs.
Whoa. Okay, wait. I never heard this.
Yeah.
There's different stripper boroughs.
So you had different crews from each.
Do you remember the crews? Was it like the Warriors and shit?
It wasn't names.
Was it like the Warriors?
It wasn't names. It was just like dudes you knew that fucked with in the Bronx.
Okay.
There was a guy named Jason, Mr. Personality, that worked in the Bronx. Uh-huh. He's a Puerto Rican dude. He used to wear a polyester white suit. And
I love this shit.
And then there was a dude. There was a lady. The chubby lady that used to produce shows named Mimi Harris and the Body Heat Gents. Then they had the Body
Gents. I love the names. Keep going.
And they had
Body Heat Gents.
And I came in, but you couldn't. You worked in one market.
Okay.
And if you tried to cross them, they wouldn't fuck with you. So I kind of unified all the because I came in young and I worked in all.
Oh, you was able to top.
Yeah, because nobody knew me.
Oh, so you was the lone, the gunslinger.
And then I blew up in all 5 boroughs at the same time.
What?
So they tried to hold me out, but there was...
So you had to join a crew?
No, it was no crews. They were just cliques.
Yeah, but you were like, who are you, Mandingo?
I was,
and they were like, you see Mandingo? Man, he's in Queens.
Well, the chicks did that. The chicks was like, if you don't, I'm not coming to your show unless you bring him. And that's how I was able to do.
But they hated your ass, didn't they?
Yeah.
Was there a lot of?
They were like, "Yo, who the fuck you think you are?" Because you young and you know.
Yeah, I just see y'all in the locker room, fucking greasy and shit. With your dumb suits on like that. You got your little headdress on.
Yeah, but you gotta understand this.
You all mad because Mandingo getting it.
But it was a lot of jail niggas. Like it was a lot of niggas niggas from that was in that penitentiary and niggas that came out and it was like real niggas.
You ever have motherfuckers steal your moves? Like you I do the fucking tornado.
Yeah.
Fuck. You're like, this is my shit. How you gonna steal that, man? That's the monsoon, dog. Ain't the same.
Yeah.
Word.
Yeah.
I just know because you remember.
I used to do this thing with a chairlift.
Okay. Oh shit. What's that?
So I take a 400-pound chick. Put her in the chair.
That's why you're back.
Yes, absolutely. I agree. We talked about this.
400-pound bitch.
Put her in the chair.
You saw it.
Yeah.
Wow.
I would lean over the chair, put my head in her lap.
Wait. Lean over.
So the chair's here. She's sitting facing this way.
Yeah. Okay.
I would lean over the chair, put my head in her
lap. Oh, you go over
No, I would just lean over.
Okay.
I would grab the chair and pick her up.
Oh, shit.
And the chair.
Yeah, like a standing 69.
That is.
But she's sitting in the chair.
She's 400 pounds.
Yeah, that's why my back is shit now.
Uh-huh. God damn.
But it was like...
You would eat her cooch?
Nah, you just put put your head between her legs. And
Did you ever smell something? You're like, oh no.
Something, you don't go in there like you hold your breath.
Well, shit is funky. I mean,
yeah, but you're not in there.
Did you slam the chair down real quick? Bang! Yo, you usually keep it up there.
You hold your breath. Because you're performing.
So, did you have fun doing this or no?
Nah, man, best life, bro.
Really?
To be look, guys go to clubs and bars and everything every weekend to try to meet women. So to be in a scenario where they're showing up to see me and paying, and
it's crazy,
and I'm basically fondling. They're paying me to fondle them.
That shit is
best
wild.
job you can have, man.
Fondle them,
and you could just go, yo, meet me,
and you smash,
and they just go.
And some of them are bachelorette parties.
Well, that was private. That's how you make the private stuff.
Before they get Before they get married.
Yeah.
Before they get married and all that shit.
Dog, I remember. I don't know if I told you this. I did a show in Long Island, and I was in this little bathroom changing, and the bride comes in.
Damn.
In the room, she gives me the blowy, right, and we get busted by her mother-in-law. Not her mom, but her mother-in-law.
That's fucked.
And her mother-in-law comes and say, bitch, you in here sucking dick, and you didn't call me? Oh, and they both hit me with blowies. The mother-in-law, so...
Damn!
So when girls say men are dogs...
That's such
like
bullshit.
You've seen...
That's such bullshit. I have a video that was really cool, dude, about this lady, man. I don't know if it's a good one about women, man. And I think she talks about how hard it is to be a man, and it's dope. I don't know if I sent it to you there.
You know you didn't.
I know. I was sending him everything. I don't think he caught all of it, but I was sending him some good ass shit. Yeah. And it was something that you got. We'd like to talk about. And the thing I like about it, the lady's attractive. When an attractive lady is saving men, you go, yeah. When it's one that's like, relax, shut the fuck up, they're not good looking, I can send it to Mike right now. Mike, check it out. I sent it to you right now in your DM. No, hell no, not that one. That's for later. Oh. No, I just sent you one now. No, that one is, that's called Watch Out. Yes, this lady. Now listen, let's hear if we can hear it.
Unpopular opinion. Being a man has to be one of the most difficult things in this world, because when I hear some of the requests that women have and how they can contradict themselves, I get confused. It's like, I don't need you to be too sensitive, but how dare you not share your feelings and your emotions with me? I need you to be a good leader, but understand that I won't be following you and I won't be listening to you, and you can't lead me anywhere. But be a good leader. Be strong and show a level of vulnerability, but not too much, because then strength and vulnerability cannot coexist together, because now I'm going to think that you weak. I want you to be truthful and honest, but not too truthful to where you telling me the truth about me, and now I got to feel some type of way towards you, because you're supposed to be on my side at all points and times. Read my mind, but don't you dare assume that you know what I'm thinking. Meet my needs, even though I'm not going to tell you what my needs are all the time, but I expect for you to just know somehow. Be financially stable, but make sure you have a whole bunch of time, even though it takes time to make money. Now, when you hear some of these requests out loud and you see how they contradict themselves, don't it sound silly? And wouldn't you be just as confused as he is? Unpopular opinion.
That's bullshit.
I'll tell you
that's
why.
That's bullshit.
And he'll.
She's on our side.
Yeah, but here's what you're saying. It's you're asking women to be logical about you're asking their opinion, and then you're expecting them to give you to map it out so it's comfortable with you. Here's the thing. And he would testify this. When you're a stripper, right? I always say women don't necessarily. If you ask a woman what does she want, she'll list these things. But you don't know what you want. Your pussy knows. It's what I mean by that. There's a feeling. So when a girl come to a strip show, she's not asking for any of that. It's just a physical attraction that he's doing it, and she's attracted to him.
Right, that's why they're there.
And that's the point. So the point really is that, but if you're asking her to like if you ask somebody, it's just like with Kevin Samuels. He kept talking about high value men. So what are women? Well, I want a high value man. Yeah, you've already set this up for them to expect that.
Oh.
But how many women fuck the dude who lives in his mom's house and just got good dick and he sleep on a futon? Yeah. I was there. You know what I'm saying?
Futon
it's like
was my shit. Well, I had no frame. You ever fuck a girl in no frame futon?
Absolutely.
Yo, I had the good. You know how they were. There were the shitty futons, and then there was the wood joints. I had the wood joint with the thick mattress, no frame. That shit was
fun.
And then I would say the thing that she's not touching on, which is a woman's nature, is she's ruled by her feelings, right? So all of those different contradictory things are really motivated by what she's feeling at the time. And so as a man, in terms of really managing women, if you think she can intellectually regulate herself like that, it's just not her nature. So it is confusing. But you got to understand that her feelings are going to go.
It changes.
Different things, and you got to be able to read that, assess that, and then step up that way. And that's the only way you can really manage a successful
So with stripping, you guys really learned about women.
You can't if you don't get it.
Them. Like through stripping, I'm saying.
If you don't if you don't understand how she thinks, you can't cater your act so that she'll give you money.
And it's not just an act, right? You got to understand, like we especially in the black community, right? It's a standoffish. It's very standoffish between men and women initially.
In our community.
Yeah, in our community.
Yeah.
So you got to remember, I got to walk into a room with 30 women that never seen me before, and then interact with them individually in a physical first manner. Yeah. So you got to have a real.
You have a routine. Everybody comes.
It's not just. Nah.
Wait, hold on. I'm just asking.
But I'm saying it's not.
How many? You all have one. You have an act. You come single-handed.
You got a persona.
See, you come out. They go, and now Punisher, right? You come out.
That's your character.
You come out.
Nobody does that music. Yeah, that's the move right there. If you ever did this,
now you like this. Boom. No, but you come out doing whatever the fuck you're doing, right?
Yeah.
And you have to come out dancing, right?
Yeah, but
or do you come out and talk and say how you doing, ladies?
It's a persona. But it's not just about an act per se. Because women, especially black women, it needs to feel authentic.
Okay.
Right?
Yeah. No, I agree. So like the crazy thing is I've been doing this going on 30 years, and I don't think I've ever actually danced. Yeah.
Oh, shit. Well, yeah. Oh, shit.
Yeah.
You still strip?
Yeah.
Damn! Oh shit! You just got off stage. You just was in the pussy.
This weekend.
You still like this man right now. I knew something was stinking up in this motherfucker. So, oh wow! So you still in the borough or just around the country?
In the city, 46th Street, 11th and 12th, every Friday and Saturday.
Oh shit! Okay, what is you part of a team, a crew?
Yeah, so like the
Chippendales. What do y'all?
What's it? Hunkomania. Hunkomania. Hunkomania.
Hunkomania. And there's how many of you guys?
I mean, probably any given night, like I have like 15 to 20 dudes.
Oh, you running? That's your because you.
Yeah, I'm running it. So I still dance, but I kind of jump up there for need, not like. Right. It's not the main hustle, but depending on the night.
When they fucking up, you be like, get the fuck out the way.
There you go with that music again.
Yo, that move, bro.
We gonna call you the wave.
That move.
You motherfuckers is fucking up my shit. Man, hold up. I told you motherfuckers you ain't know about this hustle. Now I got to do what you motherfuckers ain't doing.
You do any of that? You had to borrow cab money. You had to borrow cab money.
Like, this is a real stripper. Fucking motherfuckers had me come out the office. But you this is your business now.
Yeah,
much.
I just transitioned it from being just a performer guy to then building a website and turning it into like a.
So you got like groups of men that you get money. They pay you right after the night.
No, we don't do it like the female strippers where they pay a house fee or whatever. But my money's made because the ladies buy tickets, they buy packages for bachelorette celebrations,
amazing.
birthday celebrations. Yeah,
This is
so
what
that's how it is.
I did this model in 91. So was at the time you had promoters who would hire strippers and do shows, and then they would always cheat the. Like that's how we got. That's how we got cool. Somebody was like not paying him.
And, they weren't paying you.
Yeah, he was like, and I was, and they were like,
he's like,
Yeah.
he was like, yo, the dude's not paying me the money. I was like, who?
Yo, this is a true story right here, bro.
I was like, who? Yo, I danced. He did. I'll be right back.
you have your man Dingo shit on?
Nah, I'm already in the parking lot. We done.
You
And
done?
they trying to, because they was used to snake niggas.
Yeah.
We didn't get enough. We didn't get enough.
Yeah, that
I
bullshit.
go see this nigga smack nigga in the face. Yo, you get your money? Yeah.
Yeah, I have no more problems. That was the first and last time I ain't get paid.
I said Dante. I told motherfuckers, Dante's gonna stop talking. He about to not. Dante's getting to a point where I'm like, I think I'm gonna witness some knockouts. I'm going to witness some knockouts because just with what's going on now and the shit that we're hearing
talking crazy
from a lot of motherfuckers. Yeah, there's gonna be a lot. There's gonna be motherfuckers getting knocked the fuck out. Like straight up, no talk, bam. I'm waiting to see a Dante.
I had a dude. And I didn't know he was there. Like at South Oxford Tennis.
Yeah,
Like, was this dude like so? Like,
witness a lot of
so
shit.
he's seen a lot of the work. He's seen a lot of the dirty work.
Damn,
packing niggas up.
Yeah.
pack you up, nigga, pack you up.
Yeah.
So the dude was like. So I started a group, and then I used to produce shows, and and what happened was it used to be like fat producer dudes.
Yeah.
Who would, and then they would exploit us.
Fat
dude, just a producer, a promoter.
Okay, yeah.
And they would always exploit us. So I started getting the strippers to promote their own shows. So the women would rather buy tickets from him than buy it from some some dude that's not in the game. And plus, we used to deliver the tickets to your house sometime. So you go in.
You guys would come to the door.
It'd be 30 chicks in the room buying it. He coming over. And they'd all be in the room, right? And
Yeah.
You would go door to door, like
no, just delivering the tickets. Did you? Stop doing that.
You're like the ding dong.
So then dudes started doing dancers / promoters.
That's awesome.
Like what he's doing now.
Yeah.
And makes a living off of it. But we were making a living off of it then. Like I did a show with 4,000 women.
Shit.
In advance.
Got a question. Where did you make most? Was it every white women? Was there a difference between the white women and the Asian women and the? Where there's a difference, or was there like everybody's pretty much the same? Or was there a difference?
Well,
like,
no.
racially, that or culturally.
It's not the ethnicity of the woman. It's the
location.
It's the culture of the show. So
the culture of the show.
Yeah. So you got certain shows that if you get the right MC and the right environment or whatever, they'll create a tipping culture. Like it's like the female strip clubs, right?
Okay.
You go to a female strip club in Midtown and you might not see nobody throw a dollar.
Not at all.
But you go in Atlanta and they making it rain. So it's a culture. So it's the same thing with females. Like if you create a culture of throwing money.
So, but how do you? It takes that MC to go. All right, let's not waste. Come on now.
But it's also the hustle, right? So there's where I work now. There's no throwing money, but there's also private dances that are 20, 40, 60 a pop. So when guys are making money, and same thing in the high class strip clubs, they want you to get the private room. And then you spend money that way. If you don't have like a private room lap dance scenario where you're getting money at the pop, then it's the dollar bill culture.
That wasn't even a thing.
So our thing was
no champagne room, no.
It was you got all your money out on the dance
right there. You had to scoop up your shit.
Yeah. So it's not the ethnicity of the woman. If they tip more, you got to create as a promoter the culture of how the money's given.
No, I just thought in my head you'd be like, the white women they be tipping like, or black women they be, or the Latin everybody. It's just what it is. Did you ever have a situation where a husband came in and said, "What the fuck's going on?" And that shit.
I mean, they'll call you.
What?
Like,
Wait,
so
what?
she'll have your card or your number. I used to have that all the time.
And they've called you.
Yo, you motherfucker, yo, I'm gonna tell you right now. You better leave Michelle alone. I'm like, who?
Yeah, who the fuck are these people?
I know a lot of Michelles. you fucking her. I'm fucking a lot of Michelles. Like, you gotta talk to your girl.
You ever had that?
See, I learned early, man. I never pick up the phone as me.
Or you be like, hello?
basically. Yeah.
Is this Punisher? Who in Punisher?
Yeah.
I don't know you.
I got an alias. It's customer service.
Hi,
You know
welcome.
what I'm saying?
Pet boys.
You got to go through the
Yeah.
right channels to
you just
complain.
change.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that was
that's
close.
funny. That's funny because it's funny to watch how much it evolved past. Like, I stopped in '99.
Right.
And it evolved just to think, because I would be like, yeah, it's me. Like what?
Now you got to learn from others' mistakes.
I was always ready.
So now it seems like technology's in now where you go, boom, you're like, yo, here's my QR code. Bam, 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 bam. No, is it?
Yo,
is there no QR code?
I got guys getting tips through Square.
That's fucking amazing. That's so
They're
fucking
like,
dope.
yo,
Slide
I don't
that
have
to
any
me.
change. Oh, no
Okay,
problem.
that's all right.
Wow, I didn't even think about that.
That, you know what I'm saying? Think about
You could
like
just
the
tap
level
your card.
Yeah.
now must be like
Technology.
digital shit. Like, all right, you got PayPal? Hell yeah. You got Zelle? Yup. Venmo.
Yeah, that's crazy. That's real.
It's a business.
Yeah, it's a business.
Fuck that.
But that's why it kind of used to get dangerous because there's a lot of money.
Yeah.
Like, I did a show once.
Was it under the table type shit? Or was
No,
it
it's
tax thing?
No, there was no tax. I mean, he has a
No, he's like
corporation.
this. I pay.
Yeah.
But I'm
He's like,
feeling-
motherfucker, man, the bag was in the dumpster. We took the money right there.
It was under, everything was off the books. It was all cash and carry.
Shit.
I did a show once. I sold 4,500 tickets at $28 a ticket.
Damn.
For one show, and then I sold 1,500 tickets to guys for the after party, right?
Shit.
So let's say it was rounded up to 20.
Yeah.
20 times 4,000 is 80 grand.
Something, yeah.
And then I had my own bar, ran my own bar. So 2 drinks, let's say 2 drinks.
You raking it.
And then the
in.
guys would come for the after party at 50. So it's like 8 to 1 for the after party.
Shit.
And got 1,500 dudes at $20 a head. Be another fucking 20 grand, 30 grand.
Man,
I was making
all
that.
on you.
Yeah,
So,
and cash. I wasn't paying, don't say I'm nothing.
That's. But what if they were? Like, I don't know what you pay your taxes, of course.
Yeah,
Well,
now,
everything's digital now. You can't.
Everything's digital.
Yeah,
You
you're
can't
not
get away
picking
with
nothing.
shit.
Yeah,
Yeah.
everything's digital.
And there's no right. Like, so what are you gonna write off these dildos?
There's
I get to
nobody
write that? Is that a write-off?
No.
What?
Nobody.
I get to write off.
Nobody's
I gotta-
got dildos.
What about body roll drawers?
No,
I
no,
can write
there's
that
no-
off because that's a costume.
Baby oil. Lots of baby oil.
Baby oil. No Diddy. Baby oil.
Lot of baby
oil. That's part of my. That's part. Right. That's part of the
Yeah,
costume.
costume you write off.
That costume I write off.
Travel you write
The
off.
sock. I put the sock. Yep. Got
No,
it.
no sock.
No sock.
No, sir.
What?
This and socks. No, none of that.
Look, bro, it's a positive thing you don't know. If you knew too much, still need something. Why you know so much, bro?
So okay, so that's like that's cool, man. You can make you can make 6 figures.
And there was dudes like dancers who were branching out and producing shows, which put the producers out. We put the producers out of business.
Good. Fuck.
And then you had dudes was ego and cocky, like a dude with like book, like we did this thing at South Oxford Tennis Club. And
How long did you guys strip like in the same?
I started 89, and I went to 99. I did 10 years.
Okay.
So I came in 95.
Okay.
And then I'm still going. Yeah.
Damn.
But the dude would, they would produce and then get cocky, and so the guy had a thing where he was booking guys, but he was underpaying them.
Yeah.
And
Yeah, and and to credit you one of his like the dude he knocked out was like the equivalent of like Michael Jai White, bro. Like he knocked out like a guy you'll say I want no smoke from,
and he knocked him out.
Well, he didn't pay the dudes.
Oh no,
he paid me, but he didn't pay them. And I was like, yo, don't.
And what you gonna do?
Well, he said, I was like, do me a favor. I was like, do me a favor.
Yeah.
If you're not gonna pay people, don't fuck with my guys.
Right.
And he was like, yo, who the fuck is you?
Well.
Right after that,
Hammer.
Right after that, they was waking him up.
What? Because you hit and bounce, right?
Well, I still had to do the show.
After knocking him out?
Yeah, because this was early.
That is some
so it was dudes
shit. So you was like, bang!
I
just have any excuse.
So this is what I gotta tell you.
Yo, tell that motherfucker what I said. Yo, is he up yet?
So I said to my guys, I said, y'all make sure I pay you, but then you don't press some strange dude to pay you. And I was like, I said, I'll tell you what, I'm gonna give $500 to the dude that knocks him out.
Damn.
And they was like, where are you gonna? And I was like, well, what happens if I knock him out first? And they was like, we give you $100. So I said, how I give you $5 and you give me? They were like, we gonna chip in. And I walked in the club. I asked the dude. I said, yo, don't, because you know how people have to rev up to be.
Yeah.
I don't really have to. And I said to the dude. So the dude came in. He didn't know it was a bounty on him. And he's like, hey, what's up, Godfrey? And you like, yo, what's up, Maserati? It was all, because they revving up. So it was like, it was still early. Put my bag down. I was like, yo, make sure that you don't use my guys if you're not going to pay him. Right. He was like, yo, who the fuck is you? Bang! And they was like, yo,
here's my 100.
He knocked him out. Damn. And they was like, already?
Wow.
I didn't even know you was there, though.
Yeah, dude, I was new. I was early. I was like, this is like this?
Shit.
This is crazy.
Damn. Because when you watch the movies like Magic Mike, is it real? Is it true to...
Magic Mike was
real.
Yeah. Magic Mike was
Channing danced in Florida.
He was a strip dude.
Yeah, you could tell by the way. You ever notice that? Yeah, you could tell he danced.
Without a doubt.
By the way he danced.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Where what's the dude that killed himself? Twitch.
Yeah.
Remember he was in that movie with Channing.
Oh, okay.
And you could tell the difference in the way that they dance.
Because I know Twitch. I seen him on the Wade Robinson shit on MTV. He was dope as fuck.
Yeah, but the difference is, like you like as a male stripper, you dance to the girl.
Oh,
you don't like if you dance like Twitch would dance for the audience.
Okay,
but you dance for the girl, and then the girls they fantasize about them being the girl that you're dancing to. Does that make sense? You feel what I'm saying?
So, wait, you're dancing to one particular woman?
If you pull her out on the floor, you're dancing to her.
Right.
But you're not performing forever. You grinding. It's her. And then the women...
I want to be like her.
They imagine themselves being...
Yeah, you turn it into like a voyeur scenario. So you make the other women...
They're watching like it's a private thing, but the...
Yeah.
Okay. You ever have anybody ask for their money back?
No.
Like, give you like a 20 and they say, can I get some change back? You trash. No? And you have a little change belt. Here you go. Fuck you, bitch.
Well, that was like a universal sign of like
you probably shouldn't be doing it.
Yeah. Or this one because I've seen guys get chains thrown at them.
Damn.
quarters.
Yeah.
You can get your ass. You fucking drop kick a bitch.
They
though.
dissing you.
They're dissing you. They
But
dissing you. Yeah.
what would you do? Just take it, or would you go drop kick?
Your
them?
feelings is hurt, bro. That's all it is. Your feelings is
Give
hurt.
him one of them.
Better.
Give him one of them oiled up drop kicks. Bang!
You can't do
All they see is an oil print of foot.
Just
Who
be
was that?
better.
Punisher kicked me in the chest.
Niggas just thought they could do it.
Right.
They just thought it was. It's like comedy. Here's why it was an easy transition.
Yes.
To comedy, because comedy people could, if you're inauthentic, the audience feels you inauthentic.
Thanks.
I remember there was a dude named Handyman. This nigga didn't even have a G-string. He just had a jock strap, like a regular. And he came out, was a little weird, skinny dude. And he had a hammer. And he just came out and started banging on the floor. And it was like...
And he had a real hammer?
Yeah. And,
And nobody fucked with him because he was like, I'll smash your head with this son of a bitch.
Ain't nobody worried
He
about him.
was like, try it.
He was corny.
Oh, man. Because I know there was so many. It's like comedy where you have the fucked up names. Chicken wing, hot sauce, right? Food stamp, hell no, dog head, fat butt, right?
But they could tell if you're authentic.
Oh, okay.
It's the same. It was so easy.
So was it all black and Latin dudes? Just were you all
No,
black
it was
squads, or was it a
mixed.
mixture of all kinds of dudes? Right. Yeah. Okay. Because I was wondering if was there racism in the stripping community?
Yeah, I mean, I got recruited for Chippendales.
Oh, did you? Oh shit.
And they didn't. But
they always have like one black guy.
Yeah, but they didn't want to. They wanted me to just do routines. They wouldn't let me do feature.
What? Oh, so you do it like a group thing?
You do the group thing, but you couldn't be. They didn't have no black dudes. I don't know if they
Do it solo.
You know what's hilarious is how racism leaks into
Everything.
every aspect. White people are hilarious because they'll go like this. All right, only team choreography. Do not
don't let him
gyrate by himself.
Yeah.
That's some sick shit.
Yeah.
Like in stripping.
Yeah, and everything.
And that must be supremely nightmarish because it's like naked black men. No,
I got recruited, and then they were like, "Well,
you can't do a solo."
They wouldn't. I was like, "For what?" And they were, "Well, we're gonna put you in routines. This is great for your career, help you get into movies." But they were like, "You can't do."
Damn,
they didn't have any lead.
But this is important that I brought it up because it's in every aspect of their lives. It's always that fear. Intimidation.
Oh yeah.
Of black men.
Because I'd have smoked that. If you know what I'm saying? If they had a black dude at Chippendales, because all them white dudes was like,
Yeah.
with the shirt.
Yeah.
Surfing USA.
So let me tell you, one of the things I wanted to bring him on to is because he's got a book out.
You got a book out?
Yeah. Can you put the book?
Man, he's like a quiet dude, so I'm like, you act like you don't have shit. You're just like.
Yeah, no, I'm just in the vibe. I'm just going through the vibe.
I saw everything.
Tell him about your book.
But you wrote a book. What's it called? Punishing Bitches.
And you got the copy of that? Put that up, bro.
What was it called?
The book is called In Search of Freezer Meat.
Wait, what? Your book is called In Search of Freezer Meat.
Yes.
What is the significance of that, sir?
So, quick story. I was with a girl in the Caribbean. At the time, I'm in my late 30s, and it's around a time where men start dealing with the erectile dysfunction. My joints a little iffy, that, and the other.
Yeah.
So I'm in the Caribbean. I got some insecurity issues or whatever, but we on this beach. It's paradise. It's beautiful. We get in the water. We start messing around, and the girl reaches down and grabs me, and she goes, this thing's hard as freezer meat. I was having a good day, right? So that was like the pinnacle. Like, yo,
that's when I became an author. I joined academia in the halls of writing and literature.
So it's like, and ever since that moment, I was trying to return to freezer meat in search of freezer meat, right? So that's the name. So this started from my late 30s. So for a decade, I'm doing the pills, I'm doing the therapies, doing whatever, and I ended up finding out that I was physically fine. All my erectile issues was mental.
Right.
But I went all the way to the point where I got a penis implant.
Oh, fuck, man.
Yeah, I got the penis.
Oh, shit.
Bro, you tripping. That's like top 3 decisions of my lifetime. You know what I'm saying?
Great. It was a
What?
wait. Hold up. Wait. You got a fucking implant.
Penis implant, bro.
How the fuck they do that?
All right, so the way your erection is controlled on either side of your pee hole, right? Let's look at it this way. Your urethra, there's like 2 straws.
Okay.
And the straws run from the head to into your testicles.
Okay.
So when you get an implant, I don't know if you ever looked at your testicles, but there's a crease down the middle. I didn't know this till after surgery, right?
Yeah, man. I mean,
right?
Yeah,
I never noticed this,
like
right?
That, man.
But
we all look at the testicles, man. I just didn't like the way you placed it. You ever look at your balls real close and see a crease?
So they make a
seam.
All right, everybody.
They make a small incision in the seam, and then they access the straws, and then they put 2 cylinders in.
They put 2. So you got like turbo shit.
I got turbo shit, bro. I'm straight bionic, yo. So then they drop a little pump into your testicles, so you feel like you got 3 nuts. Right?
You got 3 balls.
It feels like, not 3 balls, 3 nuts, right? So it feels like you got 3 nuts, and then they put a little reservoir by your bladder. So now, anytime I want to have an erection, I just do a couple of Reebok pumps. Click.
So you're like a shoe.
Bro, pump it up.
You still got it?
Bro, I'm going to have it for the rest of my life. You get the best, my man, think about the best erection you ever had in your life, and you get it every time with unlimited stamina, but you get the same sensation, same feeling, same everything.
Now, is it blood or is it air? Or what?
It's not. It's what. So usually blood fills up those straws, but with the implant, you're filling it up with saline, the same thing women have in their breasts.
Oh wow. Shit!
But listen, bro, when
saline dick.
My man, look, let me tell you something.
Wait a minute. You feel it, though. You can feel...
you don't feel anything.
It doesn't feel different.
Yo, wait
a minute. It feels like my regular...
You're paralyzed.
You know, see, so you got to understand,
You're
man.
numb.
All your nerves and your feelings start on the outside, from the outside of your skin to maybe, let's just say, 1 centimeter in. And this device is put 2 centimeters in. So it would be like somebody who gets a metal... Like you break your leg and they put a metal rod. You don't feel the metal rod once it heals. You don't feel you know it's in there, but you don't feel it.
Yeah, but that just listen. I'm trying to be like, nah, fuck all that. You got straws in your balls. I didn't mean to rhyme. Almost. All
right, keep going. Let's go.
Yo, straws in the ball. What the fuck you talking about?
That's not a rhyme.
No, in rhyming, you don't always have to have the exact word that rhymes. It just sounds, especially in New York. I got straws in my balls.
Like you reaching to make it rhyme, but I hear what you're saying.
No, I wasn't reaching to make it rhyme. Fuck out of here.
Reaching to make it rhyme.
Yo, whose man's is this?
Let me just say this.
Yo, straw ball.
Yo, the straws in the balls. The fuck? Yeah, I just rhymed.
Let me tell you something.
The New York style.
Nas would have never said that.
Nas would have. Jim Jones would have.
Maybe.
I got the straws in my balls. Yo, listen. You have it on you have a thing on your side?
No, bro. You don't see anything. There's space.
Oh, it's inside?
It's inside. Yeah, you don't, bro. There's no way to tell. I got it. Absolutely
But it's in your body.
It's in your body.
There's a thing.
Apparently, we have space by our bladder where they can put a reservoir. So, and that's where the solution
so you don't feel shit.
I don't feel nothing, man.
Okay, I thought you had like
almost like a colostomy bag. Like, no, bro. You wild.
Box right next to you. He's like this.
Nah.
Oh, yeah.
Nah, you see nothing. And look, I'm going to keep it 100 with you, but when I first...
No side effects.
No side effects, man. When I first heard about this surgery, I heard a homeboy got it. And, bro, I had nothing but jokes. When I heard my homeboy had an implant, it was the most hilarious thing. I had mad jokes, go gadget, dick. You know what I'm saying? Like all type of shit. I had mad jokes, and then like a few years later, when my shit started working,
your shit just stopped working one day.
Yeah, but psychologically, man, I went through like a traumatic, terrible breakup with a chick. That not only did she start cheating on me, but then she told me she cheated because I wasn't coming correct. And then she cheated with like a porn star, like BDSM dude that she was hiring.
I know
that
you
was
to kill that bitch,
bro.
And he was on some murder shit,
bro.
You ever see Paid in Full?
Yeah.
When the motherfucker was like, "Yo, man." Yo, they had his finger in an envelope, man. Remember Makai was like, yo, I'm gonna be on some real murder shit, B. Anybody look at me? Anybody owe me money? I swear to God, B.
Yeah,
Yo, that's
no, bro.
because women can make you feel like you ain't shit.
And think about it, bro. Like I told you, I was already experiencing issues, so I knew it was the minute. And I thought I was good with her, right? I'm thinking, all right, I found the chick. I'm good. She happy. I'm putting my best foot forward. So then when she tells me this, it destroys my confidence, anxiety.
Now, was she doing that intentionally to be mean, or was she being honest, or what? Was
You know what? I never checked into why she blamed it on me per se or whatever, but it was enough to check me out.
Did she have a conversation with you to go, yo, we having this problem?
Nah, never. All this stuff
dirty.
came out after.
Yeah.
That's dirty.
After she got caught. So
That's dirty.
So
Because she could have had a conversation.
Yeah, but bro, whatever it was, it messed me up psychologically, and so I needed a remedy, right? So I went to the extreme, but it was a good thing, right? Because that's how I found out there was nothing wrong with me physically.
So it was just a psychological thing. You just couldn't.
But doing the research, bro, 50% of erectile dysfunction cases are psychological. There's nothing wrong with you. There's nothing wrong with you. You get into your mind
That
from a pressure place. Because think about it, right? Look, every time you turn on the TV, all you see is performance enhancers.
All day. That makes the most money.
Cialis,
Sure.
testosterone, whatever.
Yep.
So most guys, which I did too, you start using enhancers before you need them.
Yeah.
Because you want to hit 73 home runs instead of 30.
Right. Barry Bonds.
Yeah,
and shit.
so you start using it beforehand.
Right.
But then you become psychologically dependent on it. And then if you take it one day and things don't work out,
Now you
it's
really
not
fucked
you,
up.
it's the pills. Now I got to go find a different pill. I tried this pill, let me try the honey pack. Now I tried the honey pack, let me try this. Let me try the Blue Chew, let me try this. And after a while, you go through all these different pills, and then you build up in your head, they don't work. So now what now? Right? What now? We were on his show earlier, and we were talking to a dude 24 years old, was already experiencing
penile dysfunction.
the penile dysfunction because it gets into
Anxiety.
your brain. So
Performance anxiety.
yeah, so my book came about because when I was going through my issue, there was no tool, there was no book for me to pick up to say, all right, it could be psychological, and not do it in a relatable way. Everything was just medical jargon, whatever the case may be.
Yeah.
So I decided to write a book with personal, funny stories, explaining everything, causes, effects, solutions, everything. And it to the point where, bro, my possible anxiety, erectile dysfunction started when I was a virgin. When I was a virgin, bro, my best friend had sex before me. He prematured, it was over quick, and the chick jumped on him so crazy for being whack that before I even had sex the
you was
first
already
time,
fucked up in your
I
head.
already had sexual anxiety, you know? And a lot of guys got that story. A lot of
They complain if you go too long. That's what my thing was in college. They did this. These girls were mean as fuck. They had a list of quick comer motherfuckers, and I looked on the list like I was looking for grades. You know how you're like, okay, let's see what I got. I wasn't on there.
Did I get the part in the
Right,
play?
they were like this. Wait. Yes, I'm not. It was a list of motherfuckers, and so we all know each other.
Yeah.
So they had them. They had a list, and we were all on the list looking. I said, "Whew." So in my head, I was like, don't ever come quick. Make sure you go long.
But that stress in itself is what could.
Yeah. And that's why I'd be like, forever. They'd be like, are you done? Nope.
Dude, so you're touching on it. Like, with men, there's always, from the time we find out about sex, there's usually some sort of anxiety, sexual pressure, or whatever.
Because women have a hold. They don't have to worry about the length of anything. We have to be like, stay up. We have to do most of the work. Most of the work we got to do. So, there's a lot of pressure. Women can just sit there. Like, they can literally just sit there.
But you see that imprint started with you when you were young, but you're young. You're in your sexual prime. Everything's going to flow or whatever.
Yeah.
But if you got those imprints and you start to age, and now you see the diminishing of some guys, if the timing of that, if you're still single, if you're in a difficult relationship and stuff like that, it could derail everything for you. It's really, we're talking about it as if it's about sex, but it's really about your masculinity, It's about your self-confidence. It's about everything. I don't care how well you're doing in life, how much money you got, kind of car you drive, whatever. If you get in the bedroom and you can't perform, there's nothing more emasculating than that. Nothing more emasculating than that.
That's where people compensate with money and all this other shit, because it all comes. That's why you were saying a dude in the basement that can sling it. They'll fuck that dude in the basement living with his mama.
And they'll fuck with you and
the
just
guy
cheat
in the
on
mansion,
you and get the money from him.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. So
and there's another thing, too. A healthy lifestyle does help, too.
But even with the anxiety, it don't matter.
Yeah, it don't even matter. Yeah, that's the thing. If it's a physical problem, you can correct it with physical remedy. So I never did the therapy, right? You know, that's not really the black community thing, right?
Man,
right?
You be a little bitch, man. You be all right. That's our therapy. You be all right.
So I skipped the therapy and I went all out and I got the implant.
What was the operation cost? What?
So I paid out of pocket. It was $32,000. You can get it as cheap. You can get
Stripper
my man.
money.
Look, let me tell you something, bro.
That's stripper.
If you can't,
you know that stripper,
dude. But dude, it was. But dude, 32 grand is what I say is $32,000 is a decent used car, right? Yeah. So I was like, yo, which you want? You want to use Camry in your garage or a Porsche in your pants? Which one you want?
Porsche in the pants.
I want the Porsche in the pants, bro.
Yeah.
Bro, yeah, I put $12,000 down, finance 20. I got a penis note, bro, and you can't repo it.
You got a dick note.
Can't repo it. You ain't repoing it. If I don't pay, it's mine.
That would be fucked up like this. You gotta get the straws out your balls.
You can put it on credit.
Gotta get the straws out your balls. I didn't mean to rhyme. But
You didn't.
Yes, I did. Okay, you know who made some shit rhyme?
Who?
He's so country, because Willie D is my man from the Ghetto Boys. Willie D is my man. Okay, and I said, and ever since I became friends with Willie D for the past 6-7 years, I said, you know, one of my first jokes as an amateur comic in Chicago was Willie D in My Mind's Playing Tricks on Me. I said, how did you make sword and paranoid rhyme? You know, I live by the sword. I take my boys everywhere I go because I'm paranoid. Right? It got me peeking around corners. It got my mind playing tricks on me. I said, you so country. And he started laughing. I said, you made that fucking rhyme.
He also spread it out.
Yeah, right.
Yeah,
I live by, and he said sword.
Yeah,
he didn't say sword.
Yeah.
I live by the sword. I take my boys everywhere I go because I'm paranoid. And it rhymed. It sounded the same. That's what they do in hip hop now.
Yeah, I get it.
Something that sounds.
I'm just trashing your shit.
I know. Because I know you had that stupid.
He got to make that straw ball.
You had that
work.
look
You
like.
gotta make that
no,
straw
it doesn't.
ball
Right.
Don't worry. I'm gonna do an impression in a few, and you'll be able to trash me.
Yo, what is that book called again?
In Search of Freezer Meat.
In Search of Freezer Meat. What is it? Are you using your real name?
Yeah, it's by Sharay Punisher Hayes.
Sharay
Punisher Hayes.
Sharay Punisher Hayes. Stripper, still currently a stripper. That's right.
And they a lot of people are familiar with the book because it was in the Diddy trial on the stand. And
Oh
that type
shit!
Of stuff.
Now that you said the Diddy, goddamn! Wait, hold on.
Yeah,
Oh shit! Take that! Oh shit! Wait, hold up. Ah! Okay, now that we're talking about the court.
That was on time too.
That was right on time.
You usually late, but you was right on time.
I was right on time. Oh, okay, here we go. Now, well, you just let me do the Batman shit. Shut up. Yo, so the Diddy trial. Now, how did this end up in the Diddy trial? How did you end up in the Diddy trial? How about that?
So as we know, I'm a stripper, right?
Yes.
Right. So at some time in 2012, my phone rang. It was a woman that said, "I'm having a birthday party. I want to hire a dancer. Can I hire you to do a party for me?" I took the party, and I showed up, and it was Cassie Ventura.
Wow. It was Cassie Ventura. Okay. Go ahead.
So it was Cassie Ventura. I'm expecting a party full of women. She comes to the door in a bathrobe. You can tell she's nude under.
She fine too, boy.
Yeah.
God
She
damn.
tells me to come on in. I see there's nobody there. There's a big hotel suite. We're in the Trump International Hotel. I still say, hey, you want me to dance? And she
You got your
explained-
pump on you?
I didn't have the.
Damn, so she wasn't getting no dick.
I said 2012. Yeah,
He was all low self-esteem. Wow.
No,
nice
this was
flex.
the beginning. I was still all right.
Okay,
I was
okay,
still all
good.
right back
You're
then.
like,
Remember, we going back
I'm not
almost
feeling
we going back
anything, and
13
she's hot.
Right? So obviously, she explains to me that you're not going to be stripping. I want to create a sexy scene for me and my husband. She says her husband. At the time, I don't know as Cassie. She introduces herself as Janet. But
Okay.
she explains to me we're going to get on
Did you
these
recognize
couches.
her or no?
I did not.
You didn't?
Put it together. Yeah. So she shows me these couches. She says we're gonna get on these couches, put baby oil on each other, whatever. Then my husband at some point is gonna come out and watch. But I'm not supposed to look at him. I'm not supposed to talk to him. I'm not supposed to acknowledge he's there. So then I charged $200 for the party. Long story short, she gave me $2,000, and we engaged in these sexy scenes with the baby oil and stuff.
You and her.
Me and her, while her husband
Intercourse too.
intercourse too.
You smashed?
Yeah.
Cassie,
And so this went on.
Damn.
So that's in the point.
My bad.
Yeah, so
I'm like, shit.
and this dynamic,
I'm like, you trying to just, so I bang her, right? Stop right there.
Stop right there.
Yes. Yeah, that's what I'm talking about.
So this dynamic went on from 2012 to 2015.
Oh, you smashing Cassie from 2012 to 2. All right.
2012 to 2015. So obviously, when all of the case stuff started happening in the media or whatever, they wanted witnesses. So the federal government contacted me, and I ended up on the stand as a witness to the freak-offs.
So wait a minute. So it was Puffy that was watching y'all.
Yes.
That is fucking weird. Like, and you were like, "Dig Puffy, goddamn." Did you go? What the fuck? It's Puffy.
So the crazy shit is, like I said, when I first got there, she told me don't look at him, don't acknowledge him, don't anything, and the way when he would come into the room, he would be literally all the way across the room, like behind a table, watching from a distance. And when he first walked in, he would walk into the room nude, but he had his face covered. You know that it's called a hijab. You know what the Muslim women wear, where you can only see their eyes.
He would wear that and be butt naked.
Butt naked.
God,
He's a weirdo.
Oh, that's so, Allah. That ain't
This
that.
dude with baklava?
Yeah,
God.
what the fuck? Nigga, wait a minute. A hijab with no drawers on, son. Yo, that is a. I would have been like, man, fuck that. Who the fuck is this dude with the fucking
Whose
Whose man's is this with the robe over his face, with the towel over his face?
You would have said that 2K, and I'm looking at Cassie in front of me.
You like,
nigga.
I'm good.
And you just see, but aren't you seeing some dude like on you? Like, is this dude gonna come behind me and like put his dick on my back?
Yeah.
And he'd be like this. Don't worry. Don't look at me.
Yeah, I definitely.
You know what I'm saying?
I got some concerns.
Wasn't he gonna join in like a ninja?
I got some concerns.
Ninja gear on, just the head part.
Yeah, I got some concerns. Yeah, there was some
What
performance
the
issues.
fuck?
Yo, son, that shit is wild as fuck. It's weird.
Is the room dark?
Yeah. So the room is dark.
That's crazy.
All the furniture is covered with sheets because they don't want, obviously, because there's a lot of baby oil and stuff going on. And it's just little candles. Little candles is just the only lighting in the room.
Real sexy shit.
Whoa, no, that's some fucking devil shit. The candles are everywhere.
Candles everywhere.
Candles everywhere, and fucking hijab.
Yo, put a picture of Casey up.
Of Cassie.
Cassie up.
I met Cassie when I was at Sirius XM.
Word, no
She had
no
glasses
hijab.
on. She looked like something that happened to her. It's just she was very nice though. She was very cool.
No
She was
hijab.
very- what? She had no idea. There was no dude with a hijab, butt naked over there. Like, don't look at that dude over there. He's just dick out, just.
With a bad
Everyone
boy.
was like,
A job and a bad boy chain.
He's like, oh God, she's so fucking hot. God damn, she's bad.
Yeah, I'd have
And she's with a
ignored the
simp
hijab.
ass husband now because she had to. She had to simp out. Right? And he's like a little simpy dude now.
I don't know.
Her husband, that's what I'm gonna say. He's a old simp ass motherfucker.
I mean, he was the personal trainer.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, he was her person. He was her. I think he was the personal trainer Diddy hired.
Oh, and then she ended up. Well, you know,
Because she needed somebody
she
to
needed
lean
somebody
on.
to lean on. He was like, "I'll lean on you, lean on me." He probably always wanted to hit too.
Who then?
Yeah, she's so fucking hot. Yo, so wait, we're not done with this.
No.
I think we're gonna move on. Fuck
You didn't
that.
get to the nut
The
thing.
thing that's so crazy is that it's just the hijab and him being. It's just like he's just like. So was he quiet? Was he going?
Nah, so I mean, so
Warrior.
So, the hijab is so it was crazy me seeing. Now I understand now that the hijab was he was going the extra mile to hide his identity, right? I don't think he had a
But why is
fetish.
his dick out,
I want to
though?
be.
Why is he naked?
How would you know his dick unless you?
Oh well, I mean, bro.
No, because why did he just be covered up?
Because
While
while he's watching,
He's jagging off.
He's jagging
Oh,
off.
good. Is it cuckold type shit? Or-
Yeah, it's
Okay,
cuckold.
okay, go ahead.
Good choice of words there.
Yeah. So
Is that good?
Yeah.
Thank you.
yeah. So I mean, that was kind of the situation for a while. Again, it led me to be a witness in the
Hold
trial.
on, talk about
Man,
the,
hold on. What you skipping, man?
Wait,
Stop. You think you slick?
What about
Man,
the
we
nut?
still the hijab.
So he would
Motherfucker jerking off. What you doing with
Wait,
Cassie,
hold on.
man?
He nutted on Cassie.
Whoa!
And then
wait on the casserole. What you doing? with
Casserole.
man?
And then she would run over the
Wait.
Go ahead, just tell him.
Wait. Hold up. You nutted on Cassie in her face?
no, stomach.
I would no, not a stomach. It was specifically
she had
around the outside of her vagina.
She had a specific say. Put it here.
Yeah, I had to every time I
You had
had
to land in a
finish.
certain
I had to
spot.
finish in a certain spot.
So she goes, wait, right here, and right, and then she would have a servant come and scoop it up.
Well, so
On a plate?
and I didn't know what was going on with it, right? I would finish, and then he would get up and walk out the room, and then she would follow him. But she testified later in the trial that he would want her to take it off of her and rub it on his nipples.
Get the fuck out of here! What?
This dude clearly doesn't watch the news.
No, he don't watch it.
No, I heard about this.
Shit, he don't.
No, I heard about it, but it's you that they're talking about. And you're sitting at my fucking podcast. And it's like, he rubs on his nipple. I used to make fun. And you the dude. This is the dude that rubs fucking cum on people's nipples and shit.
I didn't rub
No, you
anything.
didn't. But you did. But were you like, when you busted a nut, you were like, where you going? She's like, I'll be back. And this motherfucker got a hijab. Right. This motherfucker's like this. Yo, he's like this. He's like this. Yo, she'll be back.
He was like this.
This motherfucker's like, take that. So he was just like, yeah. That's what I'm talking about. Are you serious?
You got tears in my eyes, bro.
Yo, son. So how many times did you do it the one time and you left, or do you have to go a couple times?
Nah. This like I said,
You have to rest. You need a refractory period.
Yeah, this like I said, this went on from 2012 to 2015. I couldn't remember exactly how many times, so I just estimated maybe 12 times. I don't know the exact amount.
You would just have sex with her for like 3 years. You would come in, and you were the chosen guy, or was it a bunch of dudes?
Well, at the time, I really thought I was the only guy, but obviously it came out in the trial that it was a bunch of different guys. So the other guys usually didn't go over a long, over a long period of time. So
was it like were you enjoying having sex with her, or was you like just like what the, you know?
So honestly, bro, it was hard to lock into like an enjoyment place because, dude, even before I knew it was Diddy, having a woman's partner in the room, it's uncomfortable. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know if this dude's gonna get a jealous streak, or like you said, I don't know if he has his own level of attraction.
How did they call you again? You just called. They knew about you.
So I don't think they.
How did they pick you yet?
I don't think they were looking for me specifically. It's just if you Googled male strippers in the New York City area,
or they needed a male stripper.
My website came up. Oh. So I just happened to pick up the phone. And then we're booking a party. They'll say, well, can you send a photo? Can you send whatever? So I sent photos. They was like, we good. Come through. And then it escalated to this.
Let me just say, you should
situation.
believe in yourself. I believe you were special. You were important. And they picked you specifically.
Here we go.
Well, thank you.
You know what I got to do? Well, everybody, you know, boy, he got that ass, boy. I'm gonna tell you, I don't know why or where, but your ass lucky, boy. You the winner. You the winner. $2,000, boy, to get that Cassie. I'm gonna tell you that right now. The motherfucker with the hijab. Yo, that is insane, man. Like, you're the guy, because everybody was talking about him rubbing nut on nipple. Like, I was like, what?
Did you forget that?
No, I remember seeing you, and I just kind of blew it off.
I thought you was going. I thought you was going.
And it's you. And it's true as fuck. Because I was hearing it in the court shit. Yeah. The court shit.
It didn't register.
But it's you. It's you're nut.
Yeah,
and you're here, sitting here, an author, stripper, and a nut rubber.
Wait, hold on.
You're a cuckold participant. This is wild shit, Punisher.
I am a participant.
Wow.
Yeah.
I mean, it's not a bad thing, though. Cassie, it's kind of dope. It's a dope story. That's fucking dope story. Because you got called back. You're doing a good job. Because if you would have sucked, they'd have been like, oh.
But it's also a situation when you stripping, it deteriorates your morality through time. It's like
you're stripping
where you don't give a shit.
Well, I wouldn't see where stripping would actually.
No, what I'm saying, but I'm just saying that the constant, lot of sex, lot of women, lot of orgies. I mean, you did orgies before.
Yeah.
Threesomes.
Yeah.
Well,
Not really orgies, but threesomes, yeah.
That can be it too. Doing that so much can be just. It's a jaded type of thing.
Well, yeah. So what happens is the outrageous for everybody else just becomes a normal for you.
No, not of course.
Yeah, and that's the biggest thing. Because even now, when I see the reaction to just the participation of this, it seemed normal to me.
Yeah.
It was just like, all right,
but
this
it's
is
just
something
how
I
you
want to
get
do.
down.
Like,
Because it's the trial, and it's just better. The story's even cooler.
And you also don't never go back. Like, you don't never, like, so even when you and I, we talking, this shit I will say, and you be like,
damn.
And it's just so.
Yeah, and he might say it to me, and I'd be like,
Yeah.
Right.
Right.
But it's just so.
Remember when Cam was here and he was talking about anal sex? Cam, West Coast Cam.
Yeah, West Coast.
He was. I mean, but he was talking about.
Me rolling.
But he was like in the you like putting your dick in the stinky butthole with
doodle and shit.
And I was like, yeah, not a dude, but yeah, you never put your dick in somebody's pooper before, like with
a chick,
was, like I was just like,
yeah. But I'm saying it's just so funny because me in my comedic mind, I start going left, like you have such a cool resume now that if a girl like this, you go, you know who the fuck I am?
Yeah, but it still don't matter.
Rub they but my come on they nipples stick. You know who the fuck I am? I'm fucking Cassie, yo. Fuck out of here.
That's what's crazy is it doesn't even matter. You could still have the emotional anxiety about your performance because when you're with somebody who you give a fuck about, none of that reinforces your confidence. Like the things that
help your confidence or ruin your confidence.
So it was a combination of both, right? So and going through it, because in my mind the story I told myself was did he get a bunch of chicks, he constantly doing his thing, and he gave Cassie like a hall pass. Like, if you want to do it, you could pick a guy, and I was the guy, right? Because Cassie would call around. I only spoke to her. She only talked to me. Like, she set everything up.
Did you become friends?
Not necessarily, because I'm going into it like on some real professional business thing, right? But the ego part of it is I'm Cassie's dude, right? Like, she calls me, whatever. So that's the ego part of it. Now, the downside of it, there was anxiety because I'm uncomfortable. I am getting paid $2,000 a pop. And dude, I'm popping Cialis, Viagra, whatever the case be, because I can't really get in the zone because of the discomfort. So I'm trying to medicate to make sure I can perform
all the time.
Every time.
And from a distance.
From a distance, though.
Like from here to here?
So take
Or
this,
from like
take this space and double it, right? So let's say if you're me and her, and then him just another length, but put him behind a table watching.
Wait, was he behind the table like bending over and looking?
So
Like
he
was he like
nah he was actually
That's what I'm saying, bro.
he was actually pacing, right? So
Pacing.
yeah, so he would be behind a table, but remember we're on a couch and he's trying to look. So he'll walk side to side, and then he'll give her instructions: move the light, you move to the left, move him to the left.
Oh,
you know what I'm
shit,
saying?
he was
Whatever.
directing the porn.
Yeah, and then so he's pacing, but at the same time he's
Jacking off.
he's jacking.
That is crazy.
Yeah.
Oh wow, that is fucking weird, man. That's some weird ass shit.
Yeah, I mean, it was definitely.
It was like
different.
eyes wide shut.
But you didn't think it was weird at the time. It was just
He
like
had to
doing
know.
your-
He had to.
So look, I understood the concept of it, but it was my first time in that actual
Okay.
situation.
But I mean, so
it
like
wasn't.
a year-
I didn't have a comfort.
But
level.
a year later, you was like,
But see, so a year later, it bugged out for me because literally, I didn't figure out it was them till like a year, 15 months in, and because I couldn't see his face, right? And so the way I figured out,
How'd you figure it out?
the hotel they brought me to was a big suite, and I would show up 2:00 in the morning, but sometimes we didn't do anything physical for hours. So this time they
What would
put
you
me
be doing? Just
they put me in a room, chilling on the couch. They'll give me the remote, give me whatever, do what you got to do. And so this specific time,
It's crazy.
I'm in a room by myself, and this hotel had a welcome message. So when I cut on the TV,
welcome, Puff
the
Daddy.
TV screen said Essex House would like to welcome Mr. Sean Combs, and I was like, what?
It might have been a mistake too.
Nah, once
because you got to check in.
Yeah, because
Well, no, I'm talking about with the TV. They probably didn't realize that said.
yeah, they probably didn't realize that a welcome message was
You
going
know,
to be
yeah,
on
yeah,
there.
see your name. And
Yeah,
go,
you saying it was a
he
mistake
probably
that they
fucked-
put it on-
Right,
yeah,
he
yeah.
probably didn't.
Yeah, he
God,
probably because he did like the whole hijab and all that was to make sure I did not know
And
who
it's like
it was.
Sean Combs. Fuck, the TV
And-
told
and-
you.
and so that's how I found out. But then that made me more paranoid.
Holy shit.
Because growing up in Harlem, I don't know if it's true or not, but growing up in Harlem, growing up in the era, it was always rumors about his sexuality, right? Like if he
You a
was,
Harlem guy too?
yeah. So then I started wondering, like, dag, man, okay, this guy could be bisexual. He could be into guys. So now I'm worried. I definitely don't want him to try nothing.
yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So it created like another layer of anxiety. For,
Man, he's watching you butt ass naked and shit. You know what I mean? He naked with a hijab on. That's crazy
You
work.
so straight.
I'm so straight. That's crazy work
You
right there.
real,
son.
you
That's
real
crazy.
like Godfrey. Though.
And then did he play like I'm coming?
could you do an orgy, God?
Fuck no.
Could you do a three?
I think I tried it one. Nah, I don't like
two guys, two girls. You definitely couldn't do a train.
I think I did it one time, but I was like, nah, man. I don't like that shit. Because, something might touch, man. Fuck out of here, man.
Nah, I feel you, bro.
Yeah, fuck all that, man. I'll do I'll do a train, but it has to be a separate cargo. You feel me?
That's not a train.
That is a train.
That's two people
No,
on
man,
a
I
train.
gotta be. There's caboose. There's the middle. Nah, there's right. I do a separate. There's a train.
Mike, you neither.
I'll still go like choo choo, but I gotta be by myself, man. Fuck that. I'm not gonna be with a whole bunch. That's disgusting, man.
What about two chicks
Yo, he's trying.
and three dudes?
What's wrong with you? What about this? 5 dudes.
What about
with 7 chicks? What's wrong with you? There's other naked dudes around, bro.
what about
Why the fuck are you?
Hold on.
What about? Check this out.
13 girls?
What about three
dudes?
2 male midgets butt naked.
Nah, well.
That's just half. What the fuck is wrong with you? You're like really trying to think of new scenarios. There's naked dudes around. Fuck that.
But they don't got nothing to do with you.
What the fuck is wrong with you, bro? Come on,
Nothing,
stop.
son. I'm
That's
a
disgusting.
Grown ass man. Son.
No, yeah, but so what?
So some niggas let them niggas do over there. What they do.
Hell no. But yo, what were you gonna say? How are the chats?
Chat is going crazy.
Yo, what are they saying? On his nipples, son? That's nasty work. Pack him up.
So some cleanup. Shars earlier said she really enjoyed your interview with Sherry Shepherd.
Oh, thank you.
Thought that was awesome. And then into this topic, Unplug 'em said, Diddy rocking a hijab like Johnson & Johnson is the greatest. All praise due to Astroglide.
Oh, man.
Pure is better.
Unplug 'em, jump back in. Sounds like something I read in a Crowley book before. Sex magic ritual madness. The old rub and smudge. Nasty work.
Nasty work.
Unplug 'em, jump back in. Another $5 said Diddy had to freak off 5 times a day facing the east.
Oh, yo. Yeah, look at
And then Mike Desi sent $5 said this ship out to go viral with the wave hands. LOL Dante, you did let Godfrey know this was your man's.
Absolutely.
Whose man's is this? That's Dante's man. Yo, that is crazy. Holy shit. So Cassie's whole shit was she was gangster like that. So when I heard all her sexcapades, they didn't make her look good. Like, the cases was like kind of going another way.
That
like,
she was kind of into what was
and
going
in the
on.
text they were showing that she was texting somebody back. I can't wait till the morning.
How old was she when she?
How old was she when you met her?
So what was 2012, right?
Yeah.
So she probably was in her late 26, 27, like something.
How old is she now?
I think almost 40.
How old is
I think
Cassie?
she's 38 now.
How old is Cassie right now? Because I know was she an artist under his label?
Yeah.
So,
She is. She's 38.
She's 38.
So
she was 25, 26.
So my thing is this too, is that it could be some coercion because
She definitely was coerced.
Yeah, because he's so powerful.
She wasn't doing that when
she wants to get her career
on her
going.
own.
Yeah, and a lot of these motherfuckers trap these people into getting a career, and you want to make it. Did she have like one song?
So, I remember I used to manage a strip
That's
club,
crazy.
right? And there was a chick who was a bartender who wanted to strip. She needed money, right?
Yeah.
And I was managing, and she went up and she danced, and all the female strippers came around and they cheered her on and everything. And then she went down in the dressing room. She was crying, and they was like, she's down there crying, and I was like, look, you don't have to do this if you don't want to do it. You could just go back to waitressing.
Yeah.
6 months later, I go back to the club. I'm not managing. She's doing a live sex show on stage, doing anal on stage with a dude with a 12-inch joint on stage in front of a whole audience. So when you know what I'm saying, the numbness, you get numb to it, and what you think is questionable, it just ain't questionable no more.
Yeah.
Wow, that's a hell of a psychology to get to that point.
And when you sell it, the crazy, thank God, but once you sell your body, you can always sell your body. The only difference is the price, right? So I know a dude who had remember Deep Stroke?
Yeah.
Somebody hired him to go to Miami and fuck his same kind of cuckold shit.
Wife.
Then he hired him again. He was like, yo, I want you to come down again. He was like, yo, I give you $2,000, right? He was like, yo, I want you to come down again, but this time I want us to fuck my wife.
Oh.
So he was like, nah, I'm not really coming. They were like $4,000. He was like, nah, I'm not really $6,000. All right, he goes, right? So, but it just progressively got worse. So at what point in time does he go, yo, I want you to fuck me and my wife? Now, he said he didn't do it.
It's coming.
But the problem is you don't want to put yourself in a situation where you're being asked shit that you... So now, what if he goes, I'll give you $1 million? Or I give you 1.5.
Put it in my butt. Do it in the butt. Ow! Sexy, sexy. And then
Ow. Emphasize the ow.
And you gotta do the butt. Ow!
Emphasize the ow.
Do it in the butt. The motherfuckers like this. EA, ow.
That's Godfrey's stripper name is The Wave.
I'll be like, fuck all of that. No, would you?
No, I mean that's why I never sold.
Right.
But you got to decide not to sell your body before somebody wants to buy it.
Right.
Like you got to make the standard before anybody want. Like I was like when I started in '89, when I was like, I would never sell my body. But at that time, nobody wanted to buy it. They was like, nah, we ain't fucking with you. But then when I got, it's the truth. Like I wasn't. Nobody was like I had a real strong stance about something that I didn't have to have a strong stance about. You feel me? I was like, I don't do those things. They were like, we don't want you to. But here's the crazy thing. So there used to be a call girl spot right off the UN building.
Okay.
Like on 49th.
Yeah.
And there's all the dignitaries and the sheiks and stuff.
Because they get them. They hire them.
So the sheik married one of the whores from one of the call girls she had like a 7-carat. I never seen a 7-carat diamond. Like, so they hired me to dance for her. Damn. So I went. It was like they had cameras and shit, and they had a nice little apartment with separate rooms. So I danced for the strippers, and they was like, well, do you do extras? And then I was like, because I had been saying it for 6 years, I don't sell my body. I was like, I don't do that. So they asked me, do you do extras? And I was like, no, I don't. I was all indignant. And they was like, all right, nigga, we just asked. I was like, if I like her, I'll fuck her. Right. But you don't have to. You could tip me, but I would never take direct money to exchange because. So now, you know what I'm saying? It puts you in a situation where and people got long. I mean, Diddy got long money like that.
Yeah. Like,
look at what he did to people to degrade and bend people. So now, I don't want somebody to go, yo. Fuck me for $10 million, right? I don't even want to be in a position like that.
Damn.
So you gotta set the boundaries, but I wasn't around him to tell him that before. Like I had left the business.
No, look, I just think the scariest thing.
You could have told me that, bro. If I would like to see Cassie opened that door, and you'd be like, "I don't do this." You know what I'm saying?
Well, I'm not saying I wouldn't have fucked her, but I'm just saying it's the monetary thing makes it different. You know what I mean?
You saw him do it?
No.
How do you know he?
It came out in
the. Said it on the trial.
Oh, he was shit. So that means I believe he was fucking dudes too, man.
So
it had to be that too. God damn, that's
some weird shit.
I mean, and hey, to each his own, but damn, that's crazy. That's crazy work there.
Yeah.
Damn.
Like I did notice the pattern because you gotta remember while we're having sex, everything's covered in sheets. We start out in towels. So for me to finish that way, normally people grab a towel.
You thought he was eating it, right?
Yeah, I thought. That's what I thought. The consistency of it, the way he would leave the room and then she would follow. My speculation, like I wrote it in the book, my speculation was: is he cleaning her up, like whatever? But they said it in the trial.
That's a big cuck thing, Cuckolding is like a chick. The dude will nut all over the girl, and then the husband will eat it off, eat it out of the chick.
Yeah,
that is fucking disgusting, man.
Or they'll do it out the butt.
Wait, what the fuck did you say? Out the butt.
It's called fletching.
Fletching?
There's a name for it?
There's a name? How the fuck do you know this?
I read a lot.
No, whatever. Fletching?
Fletching is when you come in the girl's butt and then and they eat it out.
And a guy named Fletcher?
I think they call it fletching, or they call it...
I think a guy named Fletcher was like, he did it first. Fletcher, what are you doing? I'm eating out the ass. We're going to call it fletching.
Is that right, Mike? I think it's either fletching or snowballing.
What? Yo, son. God, that's disgusting. Hold on.
That's bullshit.
Snow-
Straight bullshit.
Snowballing is when you bust in her mouth and she spits it back in yours.
Okay, what's
Yeah,
fletching?
that's gross. That's fucking disgusting. When they do that, fuck in it. Wait, you busting her? Man, that is disgusting. God, dang, that's nasty. Fuck. Wow.
I mean, it's not your thing, but I mean,
it's
people
not.
do what
It's
they
not.
do.
No, it sure isn't.
But people do what they do.
I know they do it. I can say it's disgusting. I know they do what they do.
Yeah.
There's people to get shit on. These girls go to Dubai to get shit on their
The
chest.
Cleveland Steamer.
Cleveland Steamer. These names.
That's where girls
The
shit
cleavage steamer. But no, they go to get shit on for
On the
50
chest.
grand
They
or
shit
some
on the chest,
That's
yeah.
probably what old girl did.
And there's full toilet. Never mind. Let me
Doodle
shut
on
up.
your
Doodle, and that's doodle and piss. It's full toilet.
Like the golden shower shit.
Yeah.
What's up? What is it fletching?
Fletching can mean a man eating his own semen out of the anus of his male or female partner, or it can
There you
mean
go, fletching.
eating a man eating another man's semen out of a vagina.
Yo, what the fuck is... Yo, that is disgusting, son.
Chevy Chase started that. The Fletch.
Who did?
Remember the movie Fletch?
Yeah, Fletch with Chevy Chase. Fletch, that's what I was thinking of. Fletch. Hey, Fletch, what are you doing? What do you think I'm doing? Fuck, man, that's disgusting. Wow.
Now you with the guard, I say you with the guard free. Now you with the guard, I say you with the guard free. He ain't playing around with none of these lanes, but I guarantee you'll be entertained and watch him drop some knowledge on your brain.